This is the 101st day in the Hamas-Israel war, and I'm Yair Pinto, reporting to you from Israel. 101 days have passed since my life was turned upside down. We, the citizens of Israel, must begin to digest what happened on that day, on October 7th. We need to understand and learn to improve our security, and above all, we need to make sure that that day does not repeat itself. We need to learn and improve daily in order to rescue our hostages and bring them back home. It is necessary to ask difficult questions about what happened. I try to listen and learn from every statement because I want my children to have a future without extreme Islamic terrorism. I am convinced that everybody understands and sympathizes with this desire. These days, it is important to remember that we are fighting a just war like no other, a war that was started by a murderous enemy when it inhumanly slaughtered innocent Israeli civilians. We do not forget, and we will not forget. We will continue to remind even those who try to deny it. We are fighting for our right to live here in safety in Israel. Yesterday, a recording of a conversation between a Gazan citizen and an Israeli intelligence officer was distributed by the IDF. I was personally moved by it. Since the beginning of the fighting, the residents of the Gaza Strip have been expressing their great anger and frustration with the terrorist organization Hamas. The citizens of Gaza know that Hamas is hurting them badly.
بلغ قيادتكم وقول لهم يا عمي تعال حماس خارج الدولة، خارج فلسطين، نكون خارج فلسطين، اتبعوهم تسكتهم كلها. بس بقول لك عن لسان الشعب الحالي قاعد بنتاج بالدمر. قاعدين بالفنادق ولاد الشعب وولاد الزانية.
شوف على كل يابا طلع بالنسبة
خمس بقول الناس اللي حوالين الله ولا عملوا كلاب حدا. وين العرب اللي بحبهم؟ وين عنهم كلاب ولاد كلاب؟ هم اللي انتخبهم الصرام والنصران، وين عنهم؟ دمرونا رجعونا العرب ان شاء الله وينكبهم. والله ما في كل شيء كل صور عنده اسيره بشره. الكلاب مشغولين يسووا علينا.
Hamas are the bad guys in Gaza as well, and the Palestinian civilians know it. In the city of Khan Yunis, in the southern part of the Gaza Strip, fighters of the battle team of the Kfir Brigade are expanding their operations to destroy terrorist infrastructure. During targeted raids that were carried out by the fighters, weapons, warheads for missiles and rockets, AK-47 rifles, cartridges, grenades, and uniforms of the Nukhba fighters were located. During a raid on a structure that is used for terrorist activities, the fighters encountered a terrorist at close range who opened fire towards the troops. The fighters returned fire and neutralized the threat. In Khan Yunis, the forces of Division 98 identified two terrorists who were loading weapons on a truck. An Air Force aircraft directed by the fire center attacked the truck, destroyed the weapons, and eliminated the terrorists who fled to a nearby building. Fighters of the 7th Brigade combat team raided the operational headquarters of the Hamas terrorist organization in the city area and confiscated AK-47 rifles, pistols, grenades, RPG missiles, and diving equipment belonging to Hamas's naval force. Also in the city of Khan Yunis, in the Gaza Strip, IDF forces destroyed two weapons depots from the ground and from the air during the past 24 hours. Attacked military buildings of the terrorist organization Hamas, and located weapons, charges, and even cartridges in a closet inside a child's room in the house of a Hamas terrorist. On Israel's northern front in the battle against Hezbollah, an IDF force patrolling the Mount Dov area encountered a squad of terrorists who crossed from the Lebanese territory towards the territory of the State of Israel. The force made contact and during the exchange of fire eliminated 4 terrorists. During the battle, the IDF fired artilleries and mortars to the area. In Judea and Samaria, in the battle against Palestinian terror elements, the IDF's Shin Bet and border police fighters operated tonight to arrest 14 wanted persons throughout Judea and Samaria. In the village of Aurora and the city of El Bira, in the past 24 hours, IDF forces arrested 2 sisters of the deputy head of the political bureau of the terrorist organization Hamas, Saleh El-Arouri, after the sister incited for terrorism against the state of Israel throughout the area. In the city of Nablus, 3 wanted persons were arrested and materials for making explosions and a drone were confiscated. During the activity in the city, a suspected vehicle that tried to escape from the forces was stopped and a loaded M4 weapon was found inside it. The 2 suspects who were driving the vehicle were arrested. In addition, in the village of Zefa, the city of Hebron, and in the village of Mazra el-Kabilia in the Ephraim region, the forces located and confiscated weapons, terrorist funds, and other means of warfare. I want to salute an IDF soldier who fell defending the country of Israel. Sergeant Barak Ayalon, 45 years of age, from Kfar Yuval, was killed as a result of an anti-tank missile that was fired by a Hezbollah terrorist towards his house in the northern part of Israel. גם כי אלך בגיא צלמוות לא אירא רע, כי אתה עמדי. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. I know in my heart that the love of God will bring peace, even after the horrors of October 7th, even after my time fighting in Gaza. With a full heart, I know that God walks with me every step of the way. And even after injuring my leg, I believe that God has a plan for my life, and He is with me during these hard times and with the entire nation of Israel. So please join me and join the people of Israel in prayer for peace, prayer for the peace of Jerusalem. Thank you for standing with us during these hard times.